scores, so I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but everyone's such a bore. And out of a sudden, you came through.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to your place of chill that is the coffee company. It's a really grey day today. It's really quite miserable. The weather is 16 degrees centigrade, but we are joined, and he's here. Oh, there he is.
There we go.
Here.
No, I wasn't late at all.
No, you weren't. You were doing what you should be doing, Coos, which is getting a cup of tea.
Damn right.
Let's have a chill.
You know what would have solved things on at Brighton on Sunday? Cup of tea at halftime.
Cup of tea. The moment the first goal went in, someone should be the tea boy and say,
Get
right,
the kettle on.
Get the kettle on. Time waste for a couple of minutes. Everyone gets a PG tips, and we'll crack on afterwards, because PG tips is what gets the nation going in the morning. That and a bacon sarnie.
I can't stand PG tips.
But it's what most builders drink.
Yeah, it's
either that one or Tetley or Yorkshire.
I suppose if you're hauling bricks and cement around a building site, then
anything's going to do
anything hot and wet with a couple of sugars in it. Then
my mum loves Tetley. I think Tetley is just like drab, for example, but it just
that's
works.
even worse. Yeah, I agree.
My mum has always drunk Tetley since the 60s, so she won't be told.
Yorkshire Gold for me if it's a tea bag. But if I've got time and I'll make a pot, I'll do a Darjeeling.
Ooh, but on that note, let's see who's in the audience to take us through the show. We have Auntie Kate's in the house, just the girl who loves Spurs. Good to see her. Hopefully you're well.
Big up, Kim.
Big up, Kim. If you want to jump on, Kim, send me a message and I'll get the link over to you. We got Shem Tangs in the house. Good morning. Hey, Benjamini. Hope you're feeling much better now. I'm feeling okay. I'm still dealing with the sinus issues, which are now making me cough because that's all connected. So it goes down. It's nasty. But we have Leo. Good to see you, Leo. Good to see you, mate. Hopefully you're well. We have Shawnee Slater saying good afternoon, bingo. But I got my first bingo last night.
Nice.
I've already got a bingo, but never against good opposition. I felt like flat track bully, but it was my first ever win against Sean and Ben from We Are Tottenham TV to get a bingo.
Very nice, yeah.
I was like, yes.
That's like knocking City and Liverpool out on your way to the cup, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. Absolute. It's like beating prime Barcelona and prime Real Madrid in the same sitting. It was wonderful. But good to see you, Shawnee. And hopefully Matty Kushner comes in the house because we've got to absolutely rib him, because in the first time in history of Tottenham Hotspur, We Are Tottenham on Tour bingo, Matty Kushner got 0. He got 0. So he is now officially Mr. Donut.
I think I might have got a 0 before, but that's because I had to abandon the game as soon as it started.
That makes sense then. But he played an entire game and got 0.
That's not good, is it?
No, so he is now Donut. For the rest of time until the end of time, he is Donut. We have Fiona's in the house with the lovely cat picture. I still love that cat picture. The number one Agon bar in the world. We have Tom81. Good to see you, Tom. Hopefully you're well. We have Jason Bell, YouTube member as well. We have a few YouTube members. We have Matteson Edwards. Yeah, Romero could have done with an Earl Grey to calm himself down. Kate saying Yorkshire tea is the best.
Yeah, Yorkshire Gold. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm really liking Bird and Blend. I really like this company.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them. So one of my friends said it was pretty good.
But they're really.
There is another one that makes the cut as well. Twinings.
Yes, Twinings is good.
Twinings afternoon tea. I love that. Or is it morning tea? I forgot which one now. There's one that's really smooth.
Yeah. We have Stew Boys in the house saying afternoon, Ben Coover and chat. Good to see you. Good to see you. I beat Sim with a bingo live on We Are Tottenham. That's my claim. It's like winning. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. You got to do it. Sim is like just godlike at bingo. So I've got to beat Sim next somehow. We have side dancers in the house. Good to see her. Oh, Twinings. I really like Twinings. They did a limited edition treacle flavor rooibos, and it was delicious. If you ever,
it sounds really sweet, but it probably isn't that sweet, is it?
It wasn't that sweet, but it definitely had the flavor of toffee in the smell. But when I'm drinking tea, I don't want caffeine. When I'm at home, when I drink tea, I want it to be naturally decaffeinated. I don't decaf tea or tea that's caffeinated that's been decaffeinated. I don't like it. I want naturally decaf tea because
absolutely
it cools me down in the evening. I prefer a bird in the dirty old man. We have Jason Bell saying, "Oh, Twinings is solid. In the olden days when I worked in the office, that was the go-to.
Yeah.
Tea needs to be left alone.
I agree.
See, Bird and Blend do my favourite tea at the moment, which is chocolate and peppermint rooibos. So it's peppermint tea, decaf, and rooibos tea together. It's so lovely. It's so lovely, and it's so...
It doesn't appeal to me. It's like having an Aero, isn't it?
Nah, I don't really like Aero because Aero's really strong, but this is like really calming because peppermint's good for my stomach and rooibos is good for my stomach. So it's like
fair enough. Medicinal reasons is a good one.
But yeah, it's just great. I'm a big fan of rooibos. Chocolate rooibos with bits of chocolate in it as well, because just cocoa nibs are really good anti-inflammatories. That for someone like me and Sean, that's really good for us because it's really good for our stomachs. And Sean's going through really bad kidney problems at the moment because of the medication we both take, and it's just we need things to help us along.
I should probably pay more attention because I've had kidney damage recently, and I've constantly got toxins going around my system that shouldn't be.
Some teas are really good for that.
Yeah, I might have to investigate the holistic approach more because I've never believed in it, but they always used to do it, didn't they?
Yeah, it's what is a flavored tea though, Kate? What tea is allowed? Because Earl Grey has got its own flavor. Peppermint's got its flavor. Rooibos has its flavor. Red berry, I love red berry tea. Red berry tea is really good. Quite sour though.
I know what Kate means. Proper tea is whatever we're used to, and we cannot change.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Me too. I love rooibos is great, especially if you're from South Africa. You understand it because they love their rooibos. Twinings raspberry and pomegranate tea is good for us. Ooh, I've got to try that.
Oh yeah, that's really nice. Yeah,
that's really good.
I don't really count that as tea though.
Well, it's a herbal infusion, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's very, very nice though.
I'm gonna have to give that a go. Just smoke a joint, Coover. That's the best holistic medicine. Everything in moderation, as they say.
I think if I didn't have the kids around and it's nice and quiet around here, I might actually do that. But nah, not.
It's one of the reasons I think they should legalize it. It's one of the reasons I've always thought they should legalize it.
They should.
I still wouldn't do it because the smell. There's a guy that works next door that smokes it sometimes on his lunch breaks, and you sort of heard it yesterday. It was someone did it on whilst I was on stream. It's like that smells like shit. It just smells disgusting. Doesn't smell good.
What it is.
Why would you put it in your body? It stinks. It's Marvin. Yeah, they should legalize it. They should legalize it.
I think they should make it compulsory. And then the whole country can run off the business of pizza delivery.
Yes, but good pizza.
Crime rate would be way down.
It would, because no one would leave the house.
Yeah, you never see two stoners fighting.
It's one of the reasons. Whenever I have an argument, I have this argument with people that like guns, for example, and no one mentions that there's no gun crime in South Korea, despite the fact that because they're all playing video games, they're all at home playing StarCraft. I mean, like, fair enough. There's no gun crime because they're all playing StarCraft and League of Legends. It's like, it was brilliant.
Yeah, but then if they lose, they do have a habit of going over and murdering their competition in real life.
Yes, they do. They do. But no, not with guns. At least there's a fair fight.
That's right. At least it's a good old-fashioned knife fight.
Oh, bloody hell. Knife crime is no joke, ladies and gentlemen. But we would all be 50 stone now because of the munchies. I will never put on. This is the heaviest I've ever been, and it's 12 and a quarter stone. I can't put any more weight on. It's just not physically possible. Here I get the gummies infused with the good stuff. It has mellow, rather long-lasting effect. Okay. Compulsory weed for Spurs fans. I like it. I think
our defence has already taken that up.
Or maybe Romero should take one so he doesn't just decide to charge out in the middle of a game.
No, it doesn't matter if he's back there at the moment, does he? He's just. I think he's I think he probably had a doob just before the game started.
Possibly. Our manager seems to have had a doob with some of the things he says.
Oh my God! Don't start.
Yeah, I would agree. I agree.
You know what? I've made a conscious decision now. I am never listening to another one of his press conferences.
Yeah,
it's too depressing.
Yeah,
it's like watching one of your friends succumb to mental illness.
It's not great, is it?
No, it's not.
Big up to Scott. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. But yeah, that's a good way to start the show. Talk about holistic methods of treatment. It's great. I like it.
What tea do we recommend for Ange then?
What's that tea that's incredibly strong? And like, I think we should get him a really big mug, the size of like one of these massive mugs, and just put like 20 tea bags.
Darjeeling, then that's really strong.
We need to give him something really, really strong to get a fire up him.
And shout, wake up.
Yeah, wake up, mate. So strong it might even be coffee. Just give him a big cup and put 20 double espressos in there. Wake up, mate.
Do you think one day he's going to have a press conference, have a sip out of a cup of tea that's been prepared for him, and then he'll just snap out of it and go, "I'm back, Auntie M."
Yeah. Oh, this is my one cough sweet infusion. Speaking of which, I'm going to need a cough. But yes, he definitely needs a bit of it. But we're back. Let's not ban Rosie today. Rosie will come into the chat. We'll eventually have to ban her again because how can she not like Indiana Jones? But then I think we should go harder on Rinketic because he's never bloody seen it. How can you never seen Indiana Jones?
He is another Brian Daigle, isn't he? He's watched so few things.
Woo!
That's a good point. Oh, big up, Phil. I've got to have a go at Brian Daigle again. I bet he still hasn't watched The Shawshank Redemption. He promised he would. I
Absolutely, yeah.
watched the film of choice that he had for me, which Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
During the the sort of uprising in the 60s in America, the civil rights came to the forefront, putting two schools together, one black, one white, and having a football team. And it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. True story as well, but one of those ones with a bit of everything in it. Laugh out loud moments, sad moments, powerful drama. Had it all.
But it doesn't matter because he's never seen half the movies we want him to see.
Yeah.
You
know, Clockwork Orange.
Yes.
Where he's forced into therapy and he has his eyelids held open while he's watching stuff.
Yeah.
That's the only way to get Daigle to watch stuff you want.
Yeah.
Program him.
Like when I was 10 years, Return of the King came out in 2006, if I remember. I was in the cinema. By the time Return of the King came out, I'd already seen every single Star Wars, every single Indiana Jones movie. I was raised on those types of movies. How can Ring Kettic, at over 20 years old, have never seen Star Wars, Indiana Jones, just classic bloke films?
It's shocking. We're doing him a service actually to prepare his movie list. He's doing well. He's not. No, he's not,
and he's here saying, "Wow."
He is doing well. He's been watching The Penguin.
Okay.
And The Penguin is fantastic. This is the recent series.
This is a really good question, actually. This is a really good question. BLT was voted the nation's favourite sandwich in the UK, apparently. What is your favourite sandwich? I will start with salt beef and with mustard and sour pickles. That's a really good question, Stuart. That is a really, really good question. For me, I want a chicken schnitzel sandwich. Chicken schnitzel, loads of pickles. I like burger sauce, just lettuce. I just like, as long as there's a schnitzel in that sandwich.
I've got a few favourites, obviously, when you look at the size of me. I think a standard go-to that's dead simple, cheddar cheese, mature cheddar cheese with piccalilli.
Yeah, that works.
A nice crusty sort of, perhaps a tiger loaf or something like that.
Yeah. We've already got a few sandwiches, but that's a really good one. It's just a solid sandwich.
Yeah, roast beef and English mustard. I love that. That's a standard as well. Otherwise, I like my own creations, which is the Christmas dinner sandwich.
Yes.
And when I say Christmas dinner, I mean every single ingredient, including the sprouts. Yeah. But the sprouts you have to pre-fry in peanut butter.
You fry them up and then you chop them up really small.
Slice them. I do.
Yeah.
Almost razor blade precision slices. A nice thin peanut butter on the grill, on the
roast potatoes have got to go in there as well.
Absolutely. Again, thinly sliced. You've got to think sandwich. So
no, I cut them in half after frying them, and then I just squash it down. I put everything in a massive pile. I put a bit of the gravy on top to soften it up, and I just squash it.
Oh, so you're just an animal. See, I'll do one. I make mine with finesse. It takes time.
No. Christmas dinner sandwich, usually at 6 o'clock on Christmas evening, because I'm already hungry after, because I just love turkey.
But the first bite is with the eye. Always remember that.
Yeah. Presentation is everything, in the words of Mouse Hunt. That's another great movie. I love Mouse Hunt. It's a brilliant movie.
Not seen that.
That's one you've got to watch, Kuva. You'll love that.
You know what? Disney kind of took a turn. I'm assuming it's Disney, is it?
No, Mouse Hunt is DreamWorks.
Oh, isn't that all part of the same thing?
No, it's Nathan Lane and Lee Evans just being hilarious chasing a mouse. That's the only. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's just brilliant.
Okay, I'll look into it.
I'm a big fan of those two.
You when it comes to things like Disney and animation.
And I think it's not animation. It's live action. It's a live action film.
Oh right, I could have sworn DreamWorks do mostly animation.
They do, but they do some stuff as well. Mouse Hunt, Nathan Lane, Lee Evans, it's brilliant. Really
So
nice.
we're talking much slapstick then, basically.
Very old school. Very
I
old.
probably will like that then.
It's really funny. Some of the jokes in it are brilliant. I can go for pastrami on white bread, light mayo, gotta have the pickle, love pickles. Bacon and red sauce, that's the builder's sandwich. Kay saying tuna mayo with sweet corn and cucumber on grain. I can't have that.
Big up Leo, just doing some nice tidying for us. Timed out Rinketic for not watching Terminator and Planet of the Apes.
Brilliant. I've just eaten a pulled beef on smoky barbecues. Red Leicester cheese. Ooh, red Leicester cheese is good. Good old cheese and onion crisps. I love a crisp sandwich. Ooh, I love Christmas. Christmas is great. Salami and Edam. Solid sandwich. Either it's gone off or stale or been put in the freezer. Egg mayo and crescent white.
Oh wait, another one. And this is the beauty of this one is it doesn't even matter if you don't particularly like brown bread. The filling sort of disguises it all, so the kids will easily have it. Sausage and mashed potato with caramelized onion.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
I can't have brown bread, so it wouldn't be one for me anyway. But sausage sandwich is great. Ian is in the house. Good to see you.
Give me sausage and mash though. That really makes it, holds it all together perfectly.
We have Corey Boys in the house. He's changed his channel to this one. But good to see you, Corey. Mouse Hunt is Lee Evans. Yes, yeah. How can you hate that movie? It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's hilarious. Auntie Kate, smoked ham and good old American cheese. Mouse Hunt is indeed mental. It is absolutely, it's brilliant, brilliant fun. Spreadable cheese and corned beef. You've got to have real cheese. Mouse Hunt's a lot of fun. Best sandwich, hot Italian roast. Ooh. So spreadable cheese is in craft or brie. Yeah, we got to know this. Mashed potato, Sani. Mashed
potato with sausage and sweet onion and the caramelized onion. It's absolutely fantastic.
Anything with caramelized onions, brie. Yeah. Ooh, brie's good. Good old sweaty cheese sandwich. How can you not stand Lee Evans? I think he's hilarious.
I must admit, I don't particularly like him.
I think he's brilliant, especially when he shakes uncontrollably and does his stupid noises. I think he's great. But fried egg with salt and pepper is an old classic. Bacon and egg sarnie is lush.
Yep.
It irritates me with his face. I like him. I personally like him. He's not my favourite comedian, but I think he's brilliant. Nathan Lane is one of my. I saw Nathan Lane in The Addams Family on Broadway, and he's unbelievable actor.
I haven't got the faintest idea who that is.
You'd have to Google him and see what he's been in.
I would, yeah. Shall I do that? Yeah.
Mashed potatoes with caramelized onions. Yeah. I want to try a grilled cheese sandwich made with glazed donuts, especially after the munchies. Fish finger sandwich with I don't like fish fingers personally. Don't like them.
Fish fingers with some nice crisp lettuce, bit of mayo or salad cream. Yeah.
Kit Kats in a sandwich.
Yeah, Kit Kats.
Have a good shopping spree.
Biscuits are too dry to put in sandwiches.
Chocolate bar.
Yeah, you can put them in, just not biscuits. Kit Kats, well out of order.
Ramesh Raghunathan cracks me up at the moment, especially with Mo Gilligan. Peanut butter and brown bread. Mickey loves. I like peanut butter. Brown bread, not for me. Not for me.
I kind of have to be in the mood for peanut butter because you've got to commit to it.
Yeah. Is that smooth or crunchy? That's the question.
I prefer crunchy, to be honest.
I like the Manny Life, the triple roasted. The triple roasted one's really good, but For me, it's just you need to find the right jam. Just crunchy just on its own, I don't like it. Smooth on its own. If it's crunchy, it's got to be with jam or a type of jelly.
I have it like on Swedish crisp rolls.
Mm.
So it's kind of, yeah, it needs a little something again. Jam a Kit Kat in, it'll be fine.
Peanut butter is good. Yes, it is full of protein. Sorry, messed up BB today, lads. Hope everyone's having a great day. Mr. Legends at a cough and the coos. Much love. Thank you so much. It's Bobby K. Thank you so much, Bobby. You didn't need to send in a super chat, but thank you so much, buddy.
But that's the kind of Scandinavian legend he is.
Absolutely. We will get that and we will do something. I don't know. We might buy a bit of the Ganges. Imagine we have the Kuva and the Kang, the Kuva and the Kang and Brewing Bollocks section of the Ganges.
Cough, Kuva and the Kang Kit Kat special.
Yes, in the Ganges.
In the Ganges.
That's what we got to do. It's what we got to do. My missus likes peanut butter and jam. I love peanut butter. Can eat crunchy now with new teeth. Peanut butter is best when encased with chocolate and shaped like a pumpkin. Interesting. He's driving. The kanjis. Yes, the kanjis. Yeah. I like it.
Oh, wait a minute. You need an H after that K, though, don't you?
Yes.
Kanjis.
Yeah, I like it. But
why not?
What have I started? Yeah, there we go. But some great stuff. The Kanjis would be a great name. Kudos just loves to rub peanut butter all over his body. Fair enough.
Kudos would. He definitely would.
He's
a slippery customer, he is.
Not when he's rubbed peanut butter on him. Whoa. Kudos is definitely that guy.
You definitely don't want crunchy if you're doing that.
No, you don't. Oh, what's the best toasted sandwich? Ham and cheese is the best toasted sandwich.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Keep it simple.
It's just the best, especially when it's squashed really well as well, to the point where it just like it goes really. It's delicious.
Closely followed by baked beans and chili con carne for me.
Ooh, grilled ham and cheese. Yeah, yes. Ham and cheese is the best toasted sandwich, and it's just the way it is. For me, with stuff like I like bread soft when it comes, but when it's a toasty, it's got to be simple. It defeats the objective, Kuva. It's the Kang bit, I reckon the American guy was after. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Granted.
A Cuban is a good toasted sandwich. Okay. Chili con carne. Talk to me nicely.
Chili con carne toasted sandwich. It's fantastic.
Cheese and avocado. The only thing that avocado belongs in that gets toasted is when you make a really good burrito and you toast it on the top of a grill and it becomes crunchy on the outside and soft in the middle. Delicious. No one does that here though. A toasted burrito is just delicious.
I'm just not a fan of avocado, you know.
I love it.
I will eat guacamole, but I'll find it kind of unnecessary.
I like it. I love avocado. I've got a thing for ham and cheese panini since I bought a Ninja grill. Yeah, the Ninja stuff's great. For shame. I love loads of lime on your guacamole as well.
Oh yeah, that's the only way I can eat it.
How do you not like avocados?
Yes, thank you. Big thumbs up for chili con carne, thumbs down for avocado. Yeah, Leo knows what it's all about.
It's great. Love guacamole. Cheese and tomato. Big up Vancouver and all in chat. Good to see you, Robbie. Hopefully you're well. Yeah, I do love my guacamole. Loads of lime juice, a bit of chili. It's really good.
See, I'll do the same thing with a hummus instead. It's much nicer.
You could do it with hummus as well. You could do it. A Latino that doesn't like avocado. Here you go, Benji. I like avocado. About time you like something, Lee Smithy Smith. About time, like avocado. No, it's not tasteless. It's so full of great fat. It's so full of great fats in it. So brilliant. The problem is it's shocking for the environment. It's the only problem with avocados. They're so bad for the environment. I think one avocado does the same amount of pollution. One amount of pollution as like a V8 for the entire year. That's how bad avocados are. Avocados are really bad for the environment.
How?
Because the amount of water you need to grow them, firstly, and the
I
amount
thought
you need...
it was just like pumping out CO2 or something.
No, but the amount of resources
you
need, the amount of resources, and also here's another one: the amount of bees you need to get avocados. You need to physically get bees from all over the country to it's just a, you need to grow it in places where it's like, for example, the Middle East is amazing for avocados because it's so hot there all the time, and you need that weather.
Yeah, so, keep them over there. That's fine.
Yeah, I love my avocados. No Karen and Darren today, Colin. No Karen. I don't know why Colin hates Karen and Darren so much. It was the best game ever. But no Karen and Darren today. We've got no Bobby, and they're good for you. And they're good for you. Is that why we don't like them? Now then, lads. Now, good to see you, Stacey. Now then.
Stacey.
Question, lads. I was having this debate with a friend. Does a toasty have to be a toasty machine, or can you have 2 bits of toast? No, it's got to be a toasty. It's got to be squashed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
If it's just 2 bits of toast, it's a toasted sandwich. When it goes in a toasty maker, then it's a toasty.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
Yeah, that's for me. V8 sandwich sounds good. Yippee. Why do you hate Karen and Darren? So it's the best game.
I just thought of the one drawback with having a toasty. You know, when you do a cheese and ham toasty and pressed it into the machine and everything, then you come to pull it out and you forget to cut it. You try rip it in half, and the ham comes out in one big slice on one side. Yeah,
it's a problem.
Oh no, it's like your day's ruined.
You've got to have a really sharp knife, and you've got to cut that properly.
You do, yeah.
You've got to have.
It's a bad mistake, but we've all done it.
You recovered from Saturday night yet, Kuva? Yes, he has. No. Avocados are a millennial's dream food. Expensive, versatile, and bad for the environment. Yes. Yes.
Aren't they classed as a superfood at the same time?
Yeah, that was the correct answer. Absolutely, mate. Maybe Colin is a Darren. Ooh, who knows? Avocado, yuck. Hummus, yum. Maple bacon on sandwiches. Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, totally agree.
I love avocados.
Down with avocado. You're just wrong, mate. You just accept it.
Yeah, I probably am. Maybe I'm just like ruining the environment. Maybe it's just me. I'm a petrol head through and through.
Petrol head avocado freak.
Yeah, petrol head for life. Ruin the environment. We have Catman. Thank you for becoming a member for a month, Catman. Really appreciate it. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Maple needs to be more of a thing here in the UK. We've got maple syrup. It's great. Steady. Big up, Colin. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Speaking of, do you need a hug? I think he does after that show. No, Catman.
No, I've got plenty of material stored up there now. I'm fine. Thank you, Stacey.
Robbie, are we eating pancakes more frequently? Yes, we are, apparently. BLT, Coos has recovered, but his curtains wish that stream never happened.
Right.
Big up all the petrol heads. Not as often as I probably should, more than last year. Like, I can't believe that last year he'd never eaten a pancake in his life.
Just shocking, isn't it? Just shocking.
When I was with Mickey at the Ned, they've got a place called the Electric Diner, which is an American diner inside the Ned. I was really tempted to have chicken and waffles, but I was like, I can't eat that much food. If I'm having chicken and waffles, I can't have waffles with chocolate sauce after. Well, you could, but I can't fit it now. Just a waste of money.
Yeah, they're versatile, but they can't be every meal, can they?
Yeah. Egg and bacon sandwich is good.
Yeah, standard.
What's your favorite way to cook eggs? Ooh, fried for me. Fried is my favorite.
I think I'll go with omelettes.
Yeah, omelets are
Absolutely
good.
love omelettes. Leftover food and a bit of extra bacon to go with it.
Yeah,
Slap it in an omelette the next day. I'm
yeah.
happy.
One of my favourite parts of going on holiday to places like Italy and Spain and France is they always have an omelette station. There's one that is, you've made it when you've got an omelette station. I love it. Colin is saying, I taught a lot of Filipinos how to drive, and they can't understand why we eat a chip butty or a banana sandwich. Like, chip butty's fantastic. Chip butty's fantastic. I love a chip butty.
Only time I ever see those now is if I make it myself.
Yeah, I love a chip butty. Chicken and waffles is delicious. I grow up and look back how much raw. Yeah, I didn't have a pancake until I was 16. They say doctors have it tough. Only joking. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant. It's a few gas station chains out here that do really good. That's good. You need on the road. On the road, you need a good sandwich. Fried sunny side up. Oh no, the runny yolk's the best bit. I think. I love a runny egg.
Ooh.
Especially with some Cajun seasoning or some fajita seasoning over your egg, and it just goes all over. Yeah, I love it.
It depends. I quite like the Korean way of doing things with the street food.
Yeah,
and you make the dish, and then at the last moment, the egg gets put over the top and deliberately broken.
Yes.
So it just runs all down the food. I
love a runny egg.
But I think generally speaking, I'd only have a runny egg when it's a boiled egg, with soldiers, of course, for dipping.
No, but the art of cooking an egg is when it's runny, but it's not like wet runny. When it's just solid enough so it just moves.
Oozes.
Yeah, it's just delicious. Okay. I love it. My stepdad used to have cheese whiz and straw. Oh no! Those two things would never belong together. All this talk about food when I'm doing so well not to think about crap. Oh, we're not talking about crap food. We're talking about very tasty food. Got to have a Who that? My uncle. He won't eat an egg that's runny at all. Only hard boiled. Only hard fried. No, it's gross. Not for me. Not for me. Boiled egg and soldiers. It's a good one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Loads of butter. I love butter. I'll be gutted if you get a full English and you can't dip your food. Yeah,
you're right. You're right.
Afternoon, gents. The only choice is a poached egg. What are you thinking? Oh, I like poached eggs, but they're not for me.
I think if I'm having the egg as the main focus of the whole dish, like just egg on toast, poached egg is fantastic. Just simple, cooked in a bit of butter, and then a bit of butter in the bottom of the dish to stop it sticking. Gives it the flavour as well. Bit of salt and pepper. Keep it simple. It's nice. But even better if you put a slice of ham on the toast first.
Cucumber and peanut butter? No.
Oh, isn't that a variation of that? What do they call it? Ants on a log in America. The celery with peanut butter and raisins on it.
But the Filipino love a thing called balbit. It's nearly formed. No. Awful. Half a crusty loaf. Pull out the soft bread. Fill it with chips. Oh yeah. Yes.
Absolutely.
Full English with a runny yolk. Love a full English. Full English is actually really good for you. People think like a fry up is really bad for you. But if you cook it properly and you don't cook it in loads of fat, it's really good for you.
Yeah.
It's just
absolutely.
It's full of protein. Full of energy.
This is where stuff like the George Foreman grill comes into its own, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can cook off a lot of the fat straight away.
Yeah. Because fat is good for you. Fat is actually really good for you. It's the carbs that are the problem. Ants on a log. I'm backwards. Don't like fish, eggs, or sweet corn. We'll eat a tuna sweet corns that I don't like. Tuna, the smell of it is revolting. Can't knock it until you try. Not for me. Anyone else love the taste of margarine? Old school margarine is okay.
Why is it so impossible for me to read some words without seeing a rude alternative?
Too much time with Stacey, apparently.
Yeah.
And making me want a full English now. Want to try fried bread as a mate. Next time you're over, Leo. Next time you're over, we're going to Ipalici. We're going to
I think I've got Owen arriving now. Shall we see if we can get a choice phrase from him? You know the one.
Oh, Chelsea wankers.
Chelsea
There we go.
wankers.
Chelsea wankers.
That'll make all the friends that support Leeds in the chat happy as well. You feel like crap. No, you don't. That means you've not had a good one. Had a full English every morning on holiday. Yes. Yeah, Colombians can't understand why we have Guinea. Yeah, they do. They do. Don't blame me. Speaking about fat, pork belly sandwich with potato. Fried bread is delicious. Fried bread is good, lad. I'm definitely trying fried bread, Leo. It's really good. That Ipalici in Bethnal Green actually put it in a deep fryer as well. They put it in a deep fryer for a couple of seconds. It's all that oil. It's fantastic. Good, lad. Yes. I mean, pork belly and anything. Vietnamese roll, banh mi. Banh mi is apparently really good. I've never tried it before.
Yeah. Absolutely. We love going through Asian cooking in this house.
Yeah.
Owen's obsessed with both Japanese and Korean.
Yeah.
And Chinese. But we've been trying some of the more exotic ones, go over to some Thai cooking and
Thai food isn't for me. It's too spicy. It's too overly spicy.
I must admit I do enjoy the really spicy ones, but not all of it's spicy, of course.
Oh, is that my coffee order? I hope not. I think that might be my coffee order. Let's see. Let's see if he turns up. Ben, your parents will tell you if I was a kid, chicken soup made with a boiler chicken. Oh, yep. What your parents used to put in were things called yellows, which are actually absolutely revolting. But it's a deformed chicken egg that wasn't good enough to sell as an egg. And sometimes they have craggly bits off them. But they add so much flavour into your chicken soup broth. It's unbelievable. Oh, no, it's not my coffee. It's a dishwasher. It's a washing machine. Good. Thai is like crap, impossible to get enough. Afternoon, both peace, live long and prosper. Absolutely, live long and prosper. Here in Denver, the Korean places are... Yeah, Korean food is amazing. I love Korean food. Love it. Especially bibimbap. Bibimbap is fantastic.
I'm trying to think what our favourite would be. Owen and I have always agreed that if we win the lottery or something, we're going to take a year out, go around Korea and just live off the street food every single day. It's just fantastic. So many YouTube channels out there that just focus on it.
Yeah.
And you suddenly realise you've just watched somebody making food for an hour. And it was a fantastic hour. It's mouth-watering stuff.
Put yourself off certain foods when you think about that. Actually, what do you think is the best type of food in the morning? English breakfast. English breakfast is the best food in the morning.
I'd put porridge right up there as well.
Yeah, porridge is all right.
That really keeps you going.
What's your Chinese orders? When I go and see Mickey, Mickey's got a Chinese takeaway that's like 5 minutes walk from her. And one of the things that's really good about the place is they don't cook with MSG. So, but the things I will always have: chicken and sweet corn soup, chicken chow mein, spring rolls. I just need those three things. Just massive portions. Just eat carbs upon carbs.
You're keeping it fairly bland then, fairly mild for you.
Somewhat bland, but I just love the taste of really good food. I don't like food that blows your head off. I don't like it.
I like food that blows your head off, but it's got to have a good flavour with it as well.
As well.
Yeah.
It's the lorry, Colin. I saw a lorry and I thought that might be for me. No, cold pizza, not for me. I'll keep it clean. Gochujang is really good. It's really good. Black pudding is amazing. Not for me. For English, haven't got a lot going for us. Yep. Fry up's great. Scottish. Interesting. That's a good one. Savoury chicken. Do you mean a chicken bake? Do you mean a chicken bake? I love a chicken bake.
Yeah, absolutely. God bless Greg's.
God bless Greg's. Satay beef is amazing. First satay chicken. Vagina cake. Deep fried. No, you don't unless it's a panzerotto, and that's fantastic. Love a panzerotto. Big up
I've tried one
MSG.
of those.
Panzerotto is amazing.
Do I assume it's like a calzone, like it's been folded
Yes,
in
but it's a
half
tiny
and-
one. It's a tiny calzone that's been deep fried.
Yeah, I bet that's nice.
It's from Puglia. It's incredible. Chicken chow mein, special fried rice, spare ribs. You eat a lot of food then. Chicken bake. Yeah, I love a chicken bake.
I really enjoy hot and sour soup as well from the Chinese.
Yeah.
But that is quite fiery usually.
My dad loves a hot and sour, but it always makes him ill because it just makes him ill.
It's funny. A lot of people crave things that aren't good for them and make them ill. I've worked. I think I worked out the other year that I was probably been alcohol intolerant for a long time.
Yeah,
I used to drink like a fish.
Yeah. We do get a thing from the chippy that's really. Ooh, I do want to do Scottish fried food. Like they it's almost like they learned from the Jewish folk. They learned from people like me. Everything's deep fried.
How are you not 3 times the size, Ben?
I don't know. We have an entire holiday that's based on deep fried food. We're the only culture in the world where we've based an entire holiday around it. We love it.
I think the contrast between us is I don't tend to like greasy fried stuff, but I will eat stuff that's got a lot of carbs in it. I love bread, so perhaps that's the warning. Have your greasy, fatty foods, but don't have the carbs.
Yes. But the problem is I like latkes, which is greasy, fatty food that's also carbs. I love latkes are the greatest thing ever. There's just there's a hash brown that's better and it's been deep fried. I struggle to believe people actually enjoying the hottest. Some people do. Daigle loves a fiery madras or I think Daigle's order is a lamb vindaloo, from what I remember. I can't remember. Kim
lamb madras is a kind of standard for me. It's hot but not very hot.
Kim loves a jalfrezi. Kim absolutely loves a jalfrezi.
They're really fiery, yeah.
What type of sausage? That's why everyone is so fat in Scotland. I have a fish and chip shop called Rhonda. Yeah, this one. Yes, that's a good name. I can just imagine Ben sitting and watching Friday night dinner on TV. No, but why would I watch a TV show where I've got my entire family there that has this TV show and it's real? Is that they based that show? They got it so spot on. That is every Jewish person's Friday night dinner. It's just argument.
You should make it happen. Take that online. Friday night with the Kaufmans.
I want to do it. I want the Kaufmans to be a sitcom. I think it would be so funny. Some of the things that are said in my house, and around every corner there is an argument. That's the catchline of the show. Over the stupid.
It could be the expanding world of the coffee company, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Doing for your coffee shop what Clarkson's farm did for him.
Yes. Right, guys. Got to get the gingers from school. Good to see you, Stace. Hopefully, you have a great rest of your day. Far was meant to be lethal. I've not had one, and I probably will never have one. It's just naughty.
And then Tindaloo on from that as well. I've often gone on the quest for the hottest curries, but a lot of the time it just ends up with it's hot for the sake of it and the flavour's gone. You can't enjoy that.
Yeah, it's got to have flavour. Were you on Gogglebox? No, it wasn't. Done some part-time work at a chippy last year and fried anything I could find. One of the, chocolate. Yeah, deep fried. Why would you deep fry something that's already been deep fried? It's not for me. But saying that, I love tempura, so tempura is great.
Oh, and twice fried beans in some of the Mexican foods as well.
Big up, Dan. Good to see you, Dan. Hopefully you're well, buddy. Hopefully you're good. I want to be your gym, then knock on the door and say hello. Yeah, we've got loads of people like that in my area that just turn up Most importantly, the rabbi just turns up with all 4 of his kids and his wife, and they just sit in my front room for hours and just like, why are you there? We don't need you there.
Free food.
Double deep fry, yes. Walking 4 miles to yeah, you'd be exhausted by that time. No posting links, Corey. We don't. It doesn't do it. Have you seen a deep fried? I hope it didn't time him out. Nightbot is relentless. Let's have a look.
It was a 5-second timeout. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah, Nightbot won't let things get posted in the chat, just in case. What's some Jewish? Have you got a book? Have you got a book? All chicken soup, fish and chips, latkes.
That's one of the things I'd love to be able to do one day. Sit down with Ben's family and Brian's family and just, a huge dinner table and just say, show me wonders, and just keep coming out with constant Jewish food.
That's weird. I don't know why it's timed him out for posting a link when there wasn't any link. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But yeah, there are some the Jewish boys in the chat. There's a few of you in the chat. Yeah, what's everyone's like? So many good ones.
Oh, and I still haven't got any salted beef.
Salt beef is just
I am putting that on the list right now.
Salt beef is so good, especially.
I know I'll like it. I know I will.
So good. It's
so right. Perhaps good. I could make my own, couldn't I?
Yes, you could. Yeah.
Yes. Let's do
the
that.
best one is to order. You've got to have a kosher one now, otherwise it just doesn't taste the same. Over the last 10 years, salt beef is delicious. How
would you make it kosher if you're making it yourself?
Yeah. You can't make it. It's got to be done from what they call it's got to come from a kosher butcher, basically. What is it? No, it's got it's got to come from someone that's koshered it. You can't kosher it yourself. It's got to be koshered.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Traditionally, fish cakes. Yes, fried fish is a big one. Chulent's fucking amazing. Chulent is amazing.
I'm not familiar with that.
It's a beef stew. That what you would do, because you would turn your stove off on Shabbos because you're not allowed to light a spark. So what you would do is you'd cook your Shabbos dinner. You'd prepare all the bits for the beef stew in like a big cast iron pot. You'd stick it at the back of the oven and it would cook overnight. And when you got home from shul, that's what you would have as your dinner. So it would literally been sitting there overnight cooking, slow cooking.
Yeah, I mean, I use the slow cooker all the time. Same idea, isn't it? Slow cooker.
Yeah. But they use what's called a black.
Of course they would, and other things I find have trouble pronouncing.
I do love a black. If you've seen Star Trek, you'll be able to understand it. When you get chips from a chippy, what sauce do you get? I'm simple, man. Tomato sauce. I'm simple.
I don't get any sauce with it. I like salt and vinegar.
Yeah, salt and vinegar is good. Yeah, chippy chips. Love chippy chips. That sounds good.
Although when I met the ex-missus, being from Leeds, she introduced me to cheese, chips, and gravy.
Oh, it was just a fake protein.
That is something else. It doesn't sound right until you try it, and then it's like, wow, how could I have done without this?
Yeah. Chippy chips are the best. I haven't put my slow cook to work in too long. It might be time for a big batch of beef. It's so good. I love a beef stew.
And it's that time of year as well. I like making fårikål as well as the Norwegian one. There's the potatoes, cabbage, lamb, and peppercorns.
When I was in Disney, I loved those potato waffles. Those potato waffles that are really, really thin, and you wrap them in. I loved those. Those were great. Norwegian food's excellent.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's the whole point in having different countries, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
different cultures and then their food. That's the only bit that matters to me. I don't care about colour of somebody's skin. what sort of food are they putting out? That's
what are they
important.
bringing to the table?
Exactly.
Literally, what are they bringing to the table? Chips and favorite chips are chippy chips. Everyone's favorite chips are chippy chips. Especially when they've gone through what's it called? It's not a tumbler. When it goes through the peeler of a chip shop, that makes them so good. They take that oil so well. I definitely, we've got loads. We have to do Jewish dinners. There's so many good ones. Roke egg blood pie and a side of fresh gag. Is that no? I've not heard that. I've not seen that.
That sounds like Klingon.
Yeah, it does.
It is, isn't it?
Burger brisket, chicken wings, salt and pepper chips, and ooh, interesting. But we've got some good homemade beef stew. Wasn't as good as mine. No, it's never as good as your mum's, is it? It just never is. It just never is.
Here's one for you as well that I'm going to make quite soon because the kids can't remember. Yes, I did get it, Tom. The kids I've said about making Rogan Josh to Owen the other night, and he was going, "Ooh, I love that." What I love about my kids is they love my home cooking.
Yes,
they would actually. Owen would prefer it to having takeout every time, but I'm doing them what I said a few weeks back. I love this idea, putting two classic recipes together and making something new.
Yeah.
So it's Rogan Josh lasagna.
Yes.
It is absolutely spot on.
I mean, the best thing I ever ate that wasn't one of the best things I ever ate was a venison lasagna. And that was just ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll bet.
It was fresh, shot on the farm in Scotland as well. It was from the Novar estate. And it was just like, my God, is that good?
So as long as you still got your onions and your sweetness from the
for sure, yeah. As long as you do it, make it like a traditional lasagna. It's unbelievable. Best home cooked meal for me. It's a traditional shoppers dinner: chicken soup, roast chicken, roast potatoes, all the trimmings, and then a cherry pie. That's the best meal on the planet for me. A cherry pie is like God tier. I'm
with you there. For dessert pies, I favour cherry as well. Big Morello cherries. It's a shame Hartley's cherries aren't good anymore because they filled them with aspartame. It's a real shame. When I'm over there, Rogan Josh lasagna. I think the chicken tikka masala lasagna would be really good as well. Yeah, that would work very well as well.
Except chicken and pasta is illegal in Italy, so we'd have to find a way of We'd have to find a way.
You get served in a speakeasy to avoid the Italians.
I wish Cuba was my dad. Who knows? Maybe he is. Maybe. Best home cooked meal is my roast. I do love a roast dinner. Cuba needs to put on a dinner party. Good roasting with some salt beef or chicken pie, sort of a beef or chicken. I love a chicken pie. TOT, come dine with me. I like that idea. It's brilliant. I like that.
It's difficult for me anyway because I love cooking, but I can't stand the heat. So I've got to stay out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
So a salad run kitchen. No, that's with cold meat. I could do that for a while.
We don't have a butler like you, sir. Big up. Yeah. The problem is, Brian would be the critic on that show, and he'll just say everything's banging.
Yeah,
What do you think of that, Brian? Banging. What do you think about that? Banging.
Again, Brian's so slim, but he loves his food. How's that possible? How can you do it?
I don't know. It's me and him are very similar. Can't cook full stop. Who will lose? Come dine with me on Tottenham on tour, Brian. Brian is not a great cook.
It doesn't matter. He appreciates. That's the most important bit.
He doesn't need to because Alana's amazing. Alana's an amazing cook. She's an amazing. Yeah, so banging followed by leave it out. Yes.
You know, the people I most admire in the world is when you see on those gangster movies, the Italian mafia families. And you got the big henchmen there who are like massively fat because they spend all day in the restaurant with their boss, their crime boss, and they're just eating constant pasta dishes. And I thought, you lucky man. That's the dream, that is.
Rich man Tom is here. Cheesy beans on toast with Saatchi. Oh, okay. Yeah. I like it.
Saatchi sauce. Which one's that? I'm trying to remember.
Both Ben and Brian have a lot. We expel it. That's why we need so much food, because the amount of energy we expel. Artie's restaurant in The Sopranos. Love to cook, hate to clean. Yep, absolutely.
That's what dishwashers for. If you got one of them, you're in business. It's fine.
Yeah. Get rid of the bits that can't go through it, but then just stick it in there. Run it for 3 hours. Sorted. When they walked into the room the next week, yep. Oh, sriracha. Sriracha, he made. I love a bit of sriracha.
Oh, I'm trying to... Yeah, I've heard of it, and I must have had it, but I can't
Rooster
think what
sauce.
it's like.
You know, have you ever been into a Asian restaurant and they have had the big red bottle of rooster sauce? That's sriracha.
Right.
That's
gotcha. Yeah, I know the one.
Sriracha's great. Yeah, but on that note, with that show, it's just flown past. It's flown.
We're always on to something. We stop talking about food because, I mean, I think everybody in the chat tends to like that.
Everyone, there are very few people that don't like food and just eat to live. I don't understand people that eat to live rather than live into. I don't understand it.
Maggie Thatcher was one, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She said she found it an inconvenience.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, that explains it.
That explains why you're so horrible. Okay. We're all going to Showtime's house. Sriracha on eggs. Has to be Three Dragons version. There are some really good ones. Everyone's mouth's watering now. But on that note, it's time to end the show. We will be back later. There'll be no evening brews tonight because Brian has to do a load of paperwork. So Tottenham on Tour will be back tomorrow morning for morning brews, a pre-record with myself and Brian whilst Roadman is sorting some stuff out. And Brewing Bollocks tomorrow at 3:30 with myself, the Cove, and the King. But thank you all so much for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Catchphrase, Coover.
Here comes the Ange train. Chew.
But thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, if you smell what the cough is brewing, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Ciao for now.
A little different than all the rest. I quite old-fashioned, wear a hat, sometimes play chess. And when I'm out, I'm looking for that vintage fling. But all complexions that I adore, so hard to find, these seem impossible to score. So I dream on to someday find that vintage love. I kept on looking, but every